1 year ago today, my whole life flipped upside down. I woke up to a text message from a guy I'd never met telling me that our spouses have been having an affair for months. We had only been in our forever house for 3 weeks at this point. We spent 3 months remodeling it, emptied every penny, like spent tens of thousands of dollars on this house. Belonged to him and his family. So I lost my husband, my 2 bonus babies, and my house in one morning after getting one message. And I was devastated. But I wish I could go back 1 year ago and just promise myself that it's going to be okay. It sucks and it's scary. But today, I would go through it all over again just to be where I am now. I am so much happier. And it's hard to see the blessing that a heartache brings when you're in the middle of it. But it always gets better.
And you know what this is a symptom of? You know what really happened to her here is she went for a dude who was obviously a Chad, who could get other women, because this is what always happens in these cases where the dude gets caught cheating, ghosting her, turns her into a side chick, doesn't return calls, flakes on her, dating multiple women, or doing things behind her back. It's because the guy has plenty of options, right? And he starts just exercising those options. And this chick here, right, she's not bad looking. She's still fairly young. As is always the case, right? She has lots of beta orbiters. I mean, even right now, has lots of beta orbiters. But she didn't choose any of those guys. And she won't. You know who she's going to choose? She's just going to choose another dude like the one she is complaining about right now. A guy who is, out of her league, has options, can get other women, and expect that guy to be faithful, right? A top-tier guy that all of these women compete for in the dating market, on the apps, on the online sites, right? All these women are competing for these top-tier guys, expecting them to settle for them, right? Expecting them to just remain faithful to them. If you want a faithful guy, if you want a dependable dude who will come home to you and only you, guess what? You got to lower the standards a bit, right? You don't even have to lower them that much, right? You don't have to date some like super ugly, fat, loser dude. No, you don't have to do that. You just have to lower the standards a bit. Maybe he's not 6'4", right? Maybe he's not the ex-professional athlete. Maybe he's 5'9", 5'10", right? 5'11", right? But he's a good guy, has a great job. He comes home to you. He loves the kids, and he loves you. That guy will not cheat on you. He won't want to lose you. He'll stick by your side. But you ladies going for the 6-foot guy with a 6-pack abs, a 6-figure income, Mr. 666, that dude, good luck. Good luck hanging on to him when the women of the world want him. Okay? You're gonna be competing against the women of the world, and you're not gonna be getting much sleep at night. Right? Is that really what you want, just to get that high level guy? Is it really worth it? I mean, you really can't choose a really solid good guy from your friend zone, like one of those beta orbiters, like one of the thousands of them there. I mean, most men, we don't have that option. We can't look at our friend zone and choose from filter out the thousands of women that want us. No, usually there's maybe one or two, if that, right? If that, right? Even for good looking guys, I mean, we really have to pound the pavement to get women in our pipeline. And we don't take that for granted. Where these women, they do, and they usually just shop out of their price range, and then they end up in these situations with these chads who don't remain faithful to them. Oh, big shocker. Okay, next one.
When you get divorced, you quite literally promise to spend the rest of your life with this person. You quite literally plan and built your life around spending forever with that person. And so with that being said, you put a lot of trust into that person, and you give them all of you. Emotionally, physically, mentally, every part of you willingly give to them under the belief that you are safe.
What's up with these chicks playing the sad music in the background? Yeah, it just makes it seem more disingenuous. It makes it seem more like an act, right? Which many times it is. I feel like a lot of these women who get divorced or leave their husbands and do these social media uploads where they're playing this, the soft, like sad music in the background, and playing, acting as if they're like victims and they were oppressed their entire marriage. It's hard for me to believe, right? But to the blue pill dummy out there, of course they're gonna buy into it. Oh man, oh my gosh, you poor princess, I'll marry you. I'll treat you like the queen, the slay queen you are, the boss babe that you are. No, she doesn't want that. She just wants she just wants attention.
But they are never going to hurt you. Even if they hurt you, they will always choose you. They will fight for you forever and ever, and that you will never be separated from this person. I would not wish divorce on my worst enemy because it was the most painful thing that I've ever been through.
Yeah, I'm glad that you don't forget about yourself here. What about your kids? What about your ex-husband, right? That can't just monkey branch like that, like you can. That many of these women often do. They already have the next guy lined up, already have him in their life, right? It's not hard at all for them to just lily pad to that dude and jump into a new relationship. So yeah, cry me a river that you're hurt, please.
It's terrible. It is terrible to believe that you are going to be with someone forever and not only lose them, but lose yourself in the process.
Oh gosh, stop. I mean, these chicks they just can't get enough of feeling sorry for themselves on social media, right? Yeah, just stop. I'm just so glad that dudes aren't buying this anymore. I mean, I stopped buying this malarkey a long time ago, and even back then it was so politically incorrect to not just come and rescue, ride in on your white horse and rescue these women. Yeah, even some of my friends back then were just like, oh gosh, come on dude, stop being such a dick and be cool man, she's hurting. Like, dude, this chick ain't hurting, she's freaking hot. She's leaving this guy high and dry. She's got the next few dudes lined up. Give me a break. I'm not feeling sorry for her one bit, son. Unreal. All right, one more clip. Okay.
I see so much on this app and in the world really in general about stepmoms and how terrible they are. But can we just sprinkle a little light and shed a little light on the bio moms who make our lives a living hell? Let me be very clear here. I'm a bio mom and a stepmom, so I have the benefit of being both.
What a disaster.
And this is not a talk or a bash session in any way, shape, or form. But I have been put through the ringer for the last year and a half.
Whoa, slow down. Nobody put you through that ringer but yourself. Nobody told you to divorce your ex-husband and become a single mom and then get involved in another relationship with somebody else who is divorced, where now you have this Brady Bunch scenario happening, and it's 2023 and people aren't as nice or friendly anymore, so now you're dealing with essentially what are like in-laws.
And I'm done being silent about it. The reality of the situation is that it's not just about bio moms, it's not just about stepmoms, it's not about blending families, it's not about co-parenting and not agreeing. It's about dealing with women as a whole who are unhealed and are projecting all of their trauma onto you because they can't take any accountability and they don't have self-awareness. You have asked
That's
me
most
in the
women.
past in my comment section, what is my relationship with Ryan's ex? And I tried for a very long time, a year and a half, to the point where my mental health has been put at stake, my relationship with my kids has been put at stake, and Ryan and I are on the verge of breaking up.
Okay, let me stop right here. I've always said dating should be something that's fun, right? Something that you enjoy, right? I mean, it should not be stressful. It should not raise your cortisol levels like this. I mean, it should not be making you miserable like this woman is, and many like her, right? That's why it just kind of galls me when women leave their marriages thinking that the pastures are going to be much greener over there, and then they finally get there and they realize it's much worse than the situation that she was actually in, right? They just create a much worse situation for themselves, and really, unfortunately for the kids. But I almost feel too like it's like karma catching up with them, right? It's like, okay, you kind of didn't appreciate what you had over here, so now you're being punished for that with this new, like, terrible situation. So here she is in this situation with this dude who's divorced. She's divorced. She's dealing with his ex-wife who clearly does not like her, and there's like some drama, conflict between them, drama. It almost just tells me that it probably would have been better if she just stayed with her ex-husband.
Because of it. I have sat in therapy once.
Oh my gosh. No, of course, right? Of course. The magic T word. Went to therapy. So now I don't believe what she's saying. Now I believe that she's probably the one who's doing the self-projection. She's probably describing herself here. I mean, these chicks who come out of therapy, I just don't believe her anymore.
For the last 3 years, not only because of my trauma and my PTSD and my anxiety and my depression and all of
Jeez, man, talk about a litany of mental issues.
the things that I've been through in my life, but also dealing with this. And we're not just going to call it.
This chick just looks like she never smiles. She just constantly has this look on her face where she's just not happy in life. Does this chick ever smile or laugh? I don't get that vibe from her. She just seems like she's constantly uptight, right? Like she has to get somebody needs to remove the stick from her ass and tell her to just have some fun, man. Enjoy life a bit here.
Like, I'm sick.
Oh wait, she can't. She's a divorced single mom dating a divorced single dad.
I'm tired of people just acting like it's normal for bio moms to raise hell and cause havoc, and I'm sick and tired of people acting like it's normal for stepmoms to be terrible. Like, yeah, I know how that's it. Like, it was depicted like that in Cinderella, but that's not real times. We are just abused by people, and we can't do anything about it. Isn't that crazy? This part is, I teach women how to
You can't really get abused by people unless you let them abuse you.
set boundaries for a living with spouses, with family members.
Oh no, she's talking about setting boundaries. She teaches people to set boundaries. Yeah, dude, this is why you don't date middle-aged women. I mean, this is exactly what you're gonna get, man. Boundaries and lots of hostility.
Hundreds of clients that I've served over the last several years, and I have been going through the situation in the last year where
Dude, she can't even fix her own problems. She has hundreds of clients.
there is a secondary character to my life that I cannot make respect my boundaries or respect me. And that's been really difficult, to the point where now we are no longer in speaking terms, where now she's no longer allowed in my home, where now my relationship is at stake because she refuses to respect boundaries, because she is so unhealed that she likes to just do so many things. Right? This is a call to action, not only for you, but also for me. Let's start talking about these things, and in not a harmful, bashing way, but let's take accountability for the part that we played in this whole debacle. And also, if you are the one that's wreaking all the havoc, let's stop starting fights at 10 o'clock at night when you're off of a case of Trulies.
Chick just doesn't seem happy to me, man. Yeah. And as much as she's sitting here talking about accountability, I didn't hear her once take a shred of accountability for anything that is happening in this situation or for putting herself in this situation. She didn't take any accountability whatsoever. She never blamed herself once. She's the one who's doing the projecting. But then again, it makes sense that she's seeing a therapist. Unbelievable.
And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from my DeLorean. It's incredible, about to take off. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe, okay? So make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well. And for all of you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making things happen every single week. So take advantage of it, and this is the absolute best way to support my work. So if you want to support me, that's the best way to do it. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, right? It's only $1. So take advantage of it. Okay? Just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. All right, I'm out. Let's get out of here. Woo! Man, this car has some pickup. And this is coming from a guy with a Corvette. This car is actually pretty quick. Don't be fooled. DeLorean is quick. This is, after all, it's a time machine, right?